Alright, so I've removed a few. I actually went ahead and, like I mentioned before, sometimes the ends don't have time to catch up. This year it was because of the cold. I think I pruned it too early. So it was too cold. Suddenly there's like a cold, I guess you could call it a snap. It doesn't normally get that cold here, but it stormed, it hailed a lot. So that wasn't going to catch up, so now I removed that, and that's fine now. It's all thinned, so it'll do fine. I did the same here for that one. These are thinned, that one too. So a little better odds. And here's another example of that, but just with this year's growth. The end, sometimes it's just, it's too hot or too cold and it doesn't do well. And here it actually ended up making one of the side shoots favor, or it favored one of the side shoots, this one, instead of this one, because this one was the main one and it favored this one instead. It could have a little bit to do with it bumping into these other ones, or the weather, which it seems like it could have been either or there. But now I'm basically going to have to remove that so that it doesn't clutter up and, bunch up as dead stuff in there later. So that's that right there. And that's where it was growing and it stopped. And what it was growing into, it's growing pretty well there. There's a lot of points there though, so I have to favor some work with the tree, because there's a lot of clutter there. I kind of want it to do that right there. It's a little better. It's actually a lot better, but it's, I don't know if I have the notes on which ones I wanted to choose as the lead ones, but it's getting there kind of. The tree kind of has its own preferences too, but here, since these wounds are from pruning, maybe not this year but before, I've left these little growths right there to kind of heal it, and I've removed other ones that would have literally drained what flows through the tree. Here, I don't know. I got this one's weaker between this one and that. Alright, walking. So this one's weaker than that one back there, but that one's weaker than this one. And the next one is this one, which is probably about the same as that one. So this one has more promise, but right now they're not really detrimental to their growth from the core. So I'm not gonna remove them from there. I might do something further up. I could, since the problem with overlapping is over here, I might remove the ones that, like this one, when they cross in. Then again, they send signals to regulate their hormones and their growth. So when there's something constantly touching the leaves, it could prompt it to just stop growing in that direction altogether, which is kind of what's been happening there. You see that dry end right there? I guess I could pick it off. See, it was growing, something in the background. Focus, focus, focus. But because it was touching, it died. The tree just lets it die because it doesn't want to, have, the redundancy. It helps having that many points growing redundantly. It helps because it's kind of like, branching out. It's trying to figure out which way to which route gives it the most energy. But at the same time, you get, I guess the tree does that because it figures it grows because it can afford to spend that energy on those things. But if it doesn't need to, you can help it take shortcuts to accomplish more growth faster. So, but my loving family, neighbors, and community would like to sum it up. And I've got problems in my head, apparently, supposedly, and it just entertains me to just mutilate the tree for some reason, instead of I'm going for something, intentional. It's not entertaining. It actually qualifies a little bit as work if I would be so arrogant, so full of myself to think. But yeah, I don't see them helping me. If anything, they break my tools along the way and they complicate the process altogether. So, and I'm not asking for them to pay me for it. But maybe don't complicate it more than it needs to be. I just dropped my shears. I'm gonna pick them up and continue on this. So yeah, I gotta thin this out. I don't want any overlapping, and I don't want to have to keep climbing up here. Eventually, some years you don't have to prune them if you set them on the right course.